Hey everybody, I didn't do my hair, but I'm doing a tic-tac-toe facial.
No, I'll pick it up. Yes, Papa. It's okay. Accidents happen. It's so hard. But it's okay, baby. I'll do that. Okay. Here. Get your spoon. I got a towel for you. Thank you. Okay. Here you go. Here you go, Colbert. Oh my goodness. Okay.
No worries. Oh, there. Okay, I can see you now. So somehow I had pressed a button where I wasn't able to see anybody, and I found where I missed
Oh,
that.
yay!
Yay! So anyway, so Mary Kay's a real person, but you know what I'm so proud of? So I was at a facial 26 year, no, what did I say? 24 today. So this is 24th year. And I sat there like this because I thought this was so stupid. I was a tomboy and I didn't wear makeup and I just had a bad attitude. And I always tell people you're so much more generous than I was. But God changed my life that day. And it's really funny because as I sat there, I never felt very pretty. My skin was a mess and I was just one of those country girls that, my mom didn't know what to do. So she always thought if you rub harder, the acne will go away. So I, I had just damaged my skin and I was using some of this in the grocery store and whatever she would give me for free. And I would just have a hodgepodge. And when I sat there that day, the woman teaching me, her name is Joanna, she changed my life forever. And I'm so thankful because the woman who invited me to the party never ever thought that I would be so thankful. And that's how we say we change lives in Mary Kay. And it's really, really true because when a woman feels that she has somebody that she can go to who's a trusted advisor, I think that it is so important. And you don't see that in the stores. They don't care. They don't really know your name. They don't know your likes and your dislikes. They definitely don't know your family situation. And that's what I get to be for you if you have me. So I'll tell you.
love that.
And that's super important because with 5 children, you just want to snap and say, hey, I forgot about, I'm going to dinner Tuesday night. I need a little gift and I will wrap and bring it to you. Or, birthdays for somebody, I'm there for you. So you never have to hesitate. But I want to tell you a couple things about our successes. We are considered a top 5 global, that's huge, global top 5. We are in over 35 markets. I love the fact that we have over 3.5 million consultants worldwide,
Wow.
but over 200 products in our line, and we have now over 1,400 patents. So the quality is superior, but the price point, Tamara, is my favorite because you're not going into Ulta and paying for all the advertising and all the rent. You're having high quality, but something you can actually afford to use. And when you wash your face with Mary Kay, these are some of the perks. And I think it's really great. Number one is you invest directly in my family. And that also helps the local economy. So you're supporting your own economy, but also all of our products are made and manufactured and researched here in America. Woo, American jobs.
Oh, yeah.
When you wash your face with Mary Kay, you also are helping partner. We have a huge sustainability part of our business, and we've planted 1 million trees in our recycling effort. We have a Pink Doing Green program. We have biodegradable packaging, 0 landfill manufacturing plant, which is really cool, with environmentally friendly packaging and products. And are you somebody who loves to make a difference with your corporate dollar? Like, I don't like to buy t-shirts when I know they're being manufactured in the sweatshops in Bangladesh, like
Yeah.
I always think it's important. And in Mary Kay, when you wash your face with Mary Kay, we have a foundation and our mission is twofold. One is to end domestic violence and the other is to end cancers affecting women. And so you can see here, we've given over 57 million and over 22.9 million just for those 2 causes.
We're
So
pulling at my heart with these two things.
it's really, to me, this is why I tell people, you know, you can go to CVS and you can go to Vaughn's, but you know what? I love that you're making more of a difference in women's lives. And that's really special to me. So you're going to fall in love again with what Mary Kay is, because it's really awesome. Oh, and I got to tell you this, to brag on Mary Kay. Just since, I guess, January, we've given 10 million to fight COVID.
Wow, really?
And that was, I had the article if you ever want to watch or read it, because to me, that just shows, instead of spending money making CEOs richer and other people at the top richer, it really is, our money goes back to our communities. And
Yeah.
that to me is just an example of how great. I just got chicken skin. Oh my gosh. I just think about it.
That's huge.
It is huge. It is huge. So anyhow, I always like to say we have tons and tons of awards behind our products. And of course, I told you about our lifetime warranty. So that's really cool. So let me just share that there's 3 ways that you can be a part of my organization. The first one is one of my favorites. It's that you get to be a VIP. And I have exclusive quarterly experiences, and now we're doing almost everything virtual, so you can come in during the week. We have a happy hour, we have a self-care Sunday. And I think the biggest thing personally is there are women that are coming onto this who just have felt so isolated right now in this time.
Yeah, connection.
In the connection. And then the other thing that's been my favorite is that my background is I'm a dietitian, so I work with nutrition. And when a woman starts to take care of their skin, all of a sudden she says, I'm going to exercise, or I'm going to eat right, or I'm going to not be around abusive people. Like the woman becomes more powerful, you know?
Yeah.
And so I just love that that's what we do in Mary Kay, is empower women so that they can be better for their children. So you can be one of my VIPs, and of course I always deliver, and I ship. I normally ship for free unless there's a huge discount. But number 2 is you can be a VIP with free. So here's my favorite thing. Don't worry about any of the prices today. If you fall in love with maybe everything, then I will help you get it.
That's my fear.
It's okay. It's okay. So I love shoes. If DSW would give me this, I'd be all over it. But really, I'll help you get anything, because as our hostess, we are doing so many fun virtual parties, and they can be anywhere in the country. You get credit just for helping me get the word out. And so I can definitely hook you up. So today, don't worry about the tic-tac-toe. Write down everything that you fall in love with in each of the squares. And of course, I'll help you. Now, the last thing that I always tell people is I also love helping women to be able to earn an income for themselves. And so as you're watching, think of people who might need to know more about me, because right now is a $30 eBiz sign up. And it's amazing. We do earn 50% profit on everything that we sell, but there's even more. So those are the 3 things. And as I go through today, feel free to ask me any questions at the end. On your page, we've got number 1 is tic-tac-toe, number 2 is a list, and number 3 is your next session. So we're always going to do a minimum of 2 appointments together. And at your second appointment, you can take advantage of our hostess credit. And I'll send this to you as well. And you'll be able to decide if you would like to invite some friends and get some products for free. Okay, so now the fun begins. I want you to pull up your phone, and you, of course, already have my number. This is where you're going to get some really cool things as we go through it. I want you to text, and I'll actually write it in there. I want you to text, okay, which word? Hold on, I changed my word here. And, oh, I'm premature. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, I want you to text, let's start with this word. Text like to my number. Perfect, yay. And so then you'll get a little text message from me, and I have a couple of these that we'll do throughout the party. So definitely want you to like me on both Instagram and Facebook, and then I'm going to make sure I do the same thing with your business, because I don't think I've found it yet. There's a blogger with glitter and grace. Have you ever seen that?
No, there is so many glitter and grace companies out there. Like that's why I had to add something like to the end of mine, just to kind of like pull me apart from
Yes.
everybody else. Now,
Oh, that's so true.
I'm like, oh man, everybody likes glitter and grace.
So creative. I love what you came up with. So we've tons and tons of skincare options. And as you know, as we also have men in our lives, or we have, of course, women, young ladies that might change and grow, there's different skincares. So this is the clear proof that I'm going to talk about with your daughter, Madison. Is it Madison? No.
Yeah, Madison.
Madison.
She goes by Maddie.
Love that nickname. One of my dear friends, her daughter's name is Maddie, and just, I love it. So this is the new version that you have a little bit of, but this is the one I wanted to talk about today. Now, the nice thing is when I work with my clients, and different than any other brands, I mentioned earlier, when you have some of this, some of this, some of this from different companies, that's different chemicals in all those different products. And so that really causes like a little chemical warfare on the face. And that's what was happening to me. So when I actually got into using a formula that was tested to work together, my skin cleared up. I had my consultant who adjusted a couple of the products, and we created a perfect formula for me. And that's what I do for all of my clients. So this is what I'm going to talk about today, but you can always mix and match within Mary Kay until we find the right formula. So with that, I want to tell you first and foremost about the steps. And in this system, we would do the cleanser first. And the cleanser you really want to do morning and night. Now follow along with me with your fingers. If you're using your fingers, there's certain direction you want to work with your skin so that you don't pull wrinkles or pull and add wrinkles. And so normally I would just put the cleanser on my fingers, or I'm going to show you a brush, but you're going to go up and out. So nose, cheek, ear. So this is the circular motion you always want to go in for your face. Now for your forehead, you would just go up and out like this. Anytime you're working with your eyes, you're going to use your ring finger and you would pat, pat, pat. We call that stippling. And that way you're not tugging and pulling wrinkles. And this is the most delicate skin on the whole body. And then, of course, anything we do to the face, we don't want turkey neck when we're 70. So we want to do actually this area too, because protecting from the sun damage, but also want to use those anti-aging elements here. This is called the décolletage. That's a pretty word. Say that with me. Décolletage.
It's fancy.
Yeah, you don't ever want to say chest. That's for a man. This is the décolletage. But you want to go up on this area because gravity likes to pull us down. And just like those little lifts that we need, the same is true with our skin. So these are the little tips. Now, when you're washing your face, this is actually one of my favorite tools. And you would just put a little cleanser on the brush, but this is our sonic brush. So if you've ever priced in Sephora or Ulta the sonic brushes, we actually have the same technology, but ours is not $2.99. Yeah, that's how much they are. It's a vibrational massager that cleans deeper in the pores, but it also brings blood flow. So it's really good to help that oxygen come to the surface of the skin, and it helps strengthen the skin. Ours is only $75.
Wow.
So again, like I love the price savings, but this is so great because it is very effective for cleaning, but it's also super great as a massager. And if you ever have tension headaches or like I clench.
Yes, I do too.
Yes, so this is one of my favorites. And I'll tell you real quickly, at the very end, each month we give away a sonic brush for just giving us your feedback of how we make our money. So if you might want to be a part of that, we can schedule that, and this is what we give away. But it's also a great gift for other people. So that's one of the extra, perks. Okay, so this brush is really, really awesome, and it is helpful for cleaning. But this is the set I wanted to talk about for what I recommend, and I pulled out the cleanser. So we're going to go through, I'll just walk you through it. And any of these, I can drop off samples. The only thing is, these samples were out by the company. They just sold out with all the COVID. So I would have to squeeze it into a little tray. But if you like anything, a lot of people are just getting the whole set because we have our guarantee. So that's probably the easiest, if you're thinking of any improvements. So morning and night, this is the foaming cleanser. And this is really, first of all, it lasts a whole long time because so it's like this little creamy kind of formula. And it literally, that little bit cleans your whole face. Now I need to, hold on. So what you would just do is at the sink, just maybe put some water in your finger and then apply it to your face. This is gonna take off makeup, dirt. It's gonna help slough off dead skin. But it also is what I use in the shower. So you can make sure morning and night you're cleaning your face. Okay, so that, I think for kids, that's also the thing that's the hardest. So that would be for you, for your daughter in this system for acne, this is the cleanser. This would be gel, so not as, you would never want to use this because this would be too drying for you. But this one is a cleanser with a little bit of salicylic acid, which helps to control oil. Now, the next thing you would do on a normal basis is our lifting. So this right here, or you can see it's a different shaped bottle. They improved the bottle, but this is the lifting serum. So for you, it would be just a little bit of a treatment or a serum because as we mature, we just need a little bit of extra, supplements. And that lifting serum is the balm. It literally helps to lift. And I think you'll see here, the way this picture was a lady who had been using Mary Kay for a long time. In just 90 days, the improvement with her skin. Now, that would be your step 2. And then for you in the daytime, you would do either the day cream, which has SPF, or you would do the night cream, which has retinol. So this is our skincare line that it has a hyaluronic acid, it has retinol, it also has anti-aging peptides. And that's a big deal in the makeup or skincare world. But I think the neatest thing is when my friend had been using this and she went to her, it was Joanna, she went back to see friends in New Jersey and they all came over and said, did you have work done? And she said, no, I've been using this consistently for 6 months. And in Mary Kay, we have it actually says 12 weeks. You should see the visible difference. But I definitely feel when you're consistent with the skincare, you're going to see even more results. And so the final part of this one is an eye cream. And now you can, of course, purchase individually, but I do feel that you get the most bang for your buck tomorrow when you are, using them together and you're not like mixing with other people. So I always say, if you can give it a whirl and try it the way it was meant to be used, you'll be better off. Here's another picture of a gal. I just love that you see these women in Mary Kay all the time. They've only used Mary Kay and they look fabulous. And so she's been a good consumer. Now this was a more recent woman. And look at that, just the improvement. Look right here. And just even here, you see less damage. And then here's, she's been consistent for a year. Look at that. Wow. And just the lifting of the skin. So it is pretty exciting. Now for your daughter, this is the Clear Proof system that I held up. Now this individual product is a separate purchase. In the set are these 4. And the set starts at $45. And I work with each customer. So as she works and uses the product, if we have to adjust anything, the same thing is true with her. I would just make adjustments because some people have dry acne and that's why they're breaking out. But she doesn't sound like she's this bad. So I think that she'll be fine. We also have, this is our botanical line for people who are just starting, like a younger child, a younger person. This is our naturally line. So if people say, oh, I want something pure and natural, we are certified. That's a big deal because if you go to Sprouts or Whole Foods, they're not certified. So ours is actually a global certification to prove that our ingredients are natural. And that's, to me, so important. Okay, so that's the one that you had seen before. And it's still really good. So, you know, we might we can always talk about that one too. I wanted to move into these products because I don't know if you ever, do you ever wear eye makeup?
I mean, well, yeah.
Not like mascara or.
Yeah.
So the cleansers are not designed to melt away eye makeup. So I talk a lot about making sure that if you're using a liner, mascara, anything, you really want to make sure you're taking that off gently. This product is ophthalmology tested, so it doesn't affect your eyes or your contacts. And it's not oily. It's actually oil-free. It's a silica gel, and it pulls off all the makeup and doesn't break your lashes. It's fabulous. If you go into Ulta, guess how much one of the eye makeup removers is?
Oh, my daughter goes to Ulta, so.
It's like $35 for an eye makeup remover. Okay, you ready? Are you ready to hear how this one is? $17.
Really?
Yeah, and it's half when you're a consultant. So I love that I can make sure my family has great skin, but I don't have to pay those kind of prices. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about, have you ever done microdermabrasion?
No,
Okay.
I have not.
Well, if you go to the Medi Spa, it's about $110 per session, and they will tell you that you need between 5 to 8 sessions to see the results. I don't know about you. I don't have $500 just to blow on my face. So when I heard that our Mary Kay at home treatment, this is only $55 and it gives you about 34 treatments. Amazing.
Oh, wow.
And I really, really encourage everybody over the age of 20 to start using a microdermabrasion, and here's why. It's different than a mask. A mask is going to help with just maybe some dirt removal or taking off some of the top layer of dead skin. This is going to do 3 main things. So number 1 is it gets in your pore and it pulls out all of the crud and it helps your pores look smaller. So that's great. The second thing, different than a mask, is it actually goes deep to stimulate the collagen. And collagen is what those babies' cheeks are so firm and beautiful. Well, we stop making collagen as we mature. And so our skin starts to sag and look tired. And so this collagen booster, it actually strengthens and helps lift the skin. So that's the second thing that it does. And the third thing that it does is it takes away wrinkles or spots because it goes deep into the dermis. So the baby skin, as your baby skin grows, all that top layer of dead skin is removed. So I always tell people it amplifies the results of any of your skincare. It's only 1 time a week minimum. So it's not like, 8 steps every single day. But this is it's a gritty formula. So what I do is I cleanse my face first. And then you can probably see it's just like, it's got aluminum oxide crystals, which basically is like sandpaper, but it's delicate for gentle and sensitive skin. You just add water.
Wow.
And you only massage it 1 minute, 3 minutes maximum. So you can do all of this area. I like to get into the crow's foot, but do me a favor, Tamara, don't ever do your eye area because it's too delicate, okay? So you can get around, like it's going to get any of those areas that have whiteheads, blackheads, and just it's like a gritty formula. And then you just rinse it off. I do it in the shower, and then I just turn my back, pat off, do my microdermabrasion, and then turn back because it's easier for me in the shower. And then after that, it can be, it's just a temporary pink because you sort of had that abrasiveness. But the second part is our pore minimizer. And this soothes the skin. It's a serum. It's not a moisturizer. And it soothes the skin. So you just have that nice feeling, but it also helps to keep those pores closed. And your daughter can use it. It helps to control acne, just not if she has very eruptive acne. Don't let her use it on those days.
Okay.
But going back to your daughter, so she would cleanse, and then salicylic acid is it's like an exfoliator because it helps also to get rid of the dead skin. So her next step would be a toner. So this is a toner, and then she would finish it up with the moisturizer. And this is a acne gel. So for those little bumps that she might have, she can put on that extra. Most of this is salicylic acid. This one is benzoyl peroxide. So the difference is salicylic acid, it helps to control oil, but the benzoyl peroxide is really focused on the bacteria that actually makes the acne. So they say, using a combination of those is what most doctors do. So that's what that one is all about. Now, at your next session, we can do some other treatments to your skin. And of course, I'll make sure I get you some of those fun samples. But one of the things that we like to talk about is, have you ever heard of a glycolic peel?
No.
So this is the microdermabrasion, and of course this is the older version of our brush, but these would be the layers of exfoliation. So this is like the first way to really clean, and then microdermabrasion, this is like if you took a microplane and you just took off all that dead top layer. Well, this one, glycolic peel, it's actually from fruits, so it's not going to be too painful, but this is really good for anti-aging, and it goes deeper, and it basically takes even more of the dead skin. It doesn't hurt, and you will be okay, but it actually makes your skin much more strong and much more just glowy. So we can do that on your next one. The other thing I wanted to tell you, for you, your daughter, your boys, my husband does this. This is the deep cleansing charcoal mask. It's amazing. It has rosemary and peppermint oil. It is not one of those painful pull off masks. It just washes right off when you're done. But look at this dude. It was so gross to see him before. I know. Isn't that great? I mean, it's pretty amazing. And this is great if you have back knee, like, my kids they're athletes, so they would put it on their backs and it really helps.
Wow.
I know, you can even put it, one person was showing me on the bottom of your feet, it'll pull out toxins. So
interesting.
Oh, excuse me, my son is asking for my phone. You've got to call me right back, or bring it right back. I don't have a phone for my kid yet. So this one is really good. So if your daughter feels like, ooh, a lot of the girls really love this right now. It also, like you can see here, it has honeysuckle and navy bean, which helps if they have any kind of acne scars or little spots. It'll help there too. Oh my gosh. And this is a great gift. When my daughter would ever go to, even now, she has any kind of birthday parties, I always give Mary Kay because I get a 50% discount. So I love this one. Is one of the best gifts for any of the any teenager, really, boy and girl. So that's a fun treat. And we can even do one of the multi-masking. So at the second appointment, we can do more like spa kind of stuff, or we can do more, I can actually teach you, let me move here, or at your second session, we can do some makeup application, and it can be as simple as just concealer or foundation, or we can actually do more of a session with makeup. Going back to the spa session, this is our eye patches.
Oh,
these are amazing. And this is what I keep in the refrigerator. They look like this. It's water in a gel matrix, but it has a humectant called glycerin, and it puffs up. It goes right into your eyes and puffs up all the hydration. Look at this dude. Just 20 minutes later, he had no idea he even had wrinkles. I mean, isn't that amazing?
wow.
You can see her too. So this is a really nice treat. Like, I bought these for my mom because that was just so sweet. she needed them. And then of course, satin hands, which all of these are, this is the new version. It's white tea and citrus. Of course, they're still fragrance free, but this was that ingredient. Remember I said we still have the first one Mary Kay bought the rights of? This is it. And it's fabulous on elbows, knees, of course, feet. It's really, really great. So on your piece of paper, do me a favor, and over where we had, let me pull it back up, right here for your next session, write down if you want to do more what we call the hydro session, or which is more like spa treatments, or if you want to do more glam. And then as we've gone through, the one thing I failed to do was this was supposed to be, as you saw things and I was talking about them, every square you could write down those things that you're like, oh, that's something I need. That's something I need. So you can write those down. In a party, I do this, probably not so much today, but in a party, when people get 3 in a row, I give gifts away.
Aw.
It's really fun. So it keeps everybody like, oh, yeah, tic-tac-toe. Oh, I got it again. That's just a fun way we keep track. But what I wanted to do right now is, could you get excited about getting a free charcoal mask?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
So, you know, my business is so built on just passing along friends and then letting me do these little fun sessions. So on number 2 on your page, there's a list for 20. So I always give a couple minutes. And if you have fun, fabulous friends who you think would love a session where they would get a $15 shopping spree from my store, when you have 20 names, you get names and numbers, you get a free charcoal mask. So I'll give you a couple minutes and you can start writing some people down and just brainstorm too. You can put down their first name. You only get it with the phone number and the name,
Okay.
but I'll give you a couple minutes and I'll sort of organize myself while you do that. And sometimes I always think of like all my kids' friends' moms because they deserve a pampering. But they can be anywhere in the world, really, with our virtual. Moms, sisters, aunts.
Hold on 1 second, baby. Hold on, love. Are you being cranky?
did you get?
20.
Oh, dang, girl. You're rocking it. I want to tell you at the very end, you're going to send me a picture of this piece of paper. I'm just pulling something else. What did you write down for your number 3 for your next session? What are you thinking you might want to try?
Hydro.
Oh, that'll be so perfect. Okay, so let's look at, we'll do that. We're going to look at your calendar and schedule that in a couple minutes because we're almost done. So I'm going to go back to screen sharing and okay. Yay! Oh my gosh, you guys are going to love that one. I want to show you this. When we do your hydro, do you want to try and invite some girlfriends? I think you would be a great hostess.
I would love to.
Now, these are your choices. You have to decide before the party, but let me explain them. The choice number 1 is you would get 10% of the party sales. And I've been doing Facebook parties where we have everybody. Normally, I do the party on about a Thursday night, but starting on Monday, through our Facebook group, they start to get all these little videos and explanations and all that kind of stuff. And then we go live on Thursday. And those on live to this kind of presentation, they get extra prizes. So this, you would get 10% of the party sales. This one is you would get 50% for every guest that shows up to the live event. And this one is, as long as you have 3 people show up, you automatically get $75 worth of Mary Kay for $35. So you can make your decision later, but you can look over this and just decide what you think would be the best for you.
Okay.
And that'll, yeah. Do you want to try to do your party during the week night or on the weekend?
Whatever's best for you. Probably evening.
Okay.
Is better because
Okay.
I never know what our weekends are going to consist.
It's so true. Well, you know what? Thursday nights have been, Thursday night or Friday night are like the best for our parties.
Okay.
Unless you do a weekend. So what do you think about, like, even I could do next Thursday or next Friday? What do you think?
We can do next Thursday.
Would 7 p.m. be too late?
No.
And do you have a lot of people on the East Coast?
No.
Okay, perfect. So that's the only reason. Sometimes it's like, but 7 p.m. sounds perfect. So that, I think, is the, my son took my little thing, my calendar. Is that the 17th, 16th? Yay! Okay, I will send you a link for, so how we're gonna do it is I'm going to create a Facebook page, and then you start inviting everybody on Facebook to the page. And then they'll start to get into the drawings that we do, but when they're live, they get even more. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I do all sorts of giveaways. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And now you'll get a little extra stuff that night and some extra loving. But okay, so now I want you to go down to where it had the bottom where it was MARKAY. And at the end, I'm going to ask your A, B, or C opinion. So in fact, I'm going to stop the screen share because I want to just pull this up. Mary Kay always asked us to pass on what we do. And so it's always a joy. You saw my before picture, but I'll tell you a little bit more about my story. So I went to that Mary Kay party and I decided to start using the skincare. I'd never used a complete proper line. I was using a hodgepodgey clean and clear or something. And within a week, people at work said, "What's different about you? You're like pretty."
Oh my gosh.
But it felt good, and I started to feel like, you know what, I can definitely, I want to learn more. And I went to some of those extra parties, and I was learning so much. I thought this would be so great to teach other women, and I want to empower women. It's just who I am. So I signed up. And I don't know about you, but I was a champagne taste on a beer budget kind of girl. So I really always had to look at a little bit more of a deal. And it was so much fun. I started going to the classes. I was learning more. I was growing. My confidence started to accelerate. And I couldn't wait. I didn't, because Mary Kay, there's no quota. I didn't have to do anything, but I had so much fun. I said, well, maybe I'll
Yeah.
do a party. And I started making friends. So this is me 6 months after starting.
Oh.
Do I look cuter?
Yeah, you're smiling. It's a different smile.
I always tell people it's because I was cuter because I had more cash. So now I was totally proud and feeling more confident, and I didn't feel that way before. So I really, really loved passing this on. But the beautiful thing is that was my very first Mary Kay car. Have you ever heard of the cars that they give? So I just earned my 15th Mary Kay car.
Wow.
And I'm so excited that that this company came into my life. So I'm just going to share with you, and I want you to, as you see the MARKAY, just do me a favor, circle those that are just sort of appealing. But a lot of people just don't know. So I like to educate people. Money is M. So yes, we do talk about money because Zig Ziglar said, if you don't talk about money, you would lie about other things. And because we make 50% profit, I thought I could save that for sure. But man, I could help a couple of my tomboy friends feel comfortable that somebody actually cared enough about them that they weren't dismissed when they walked into Nordstrom's or Ulta. And I think that that's huge, as I know a lot of women need somebody that would care for them and listen to them, and they feel intimidated. So that was my story. But then I started to help more people, and with our Mary Kay business, we make commission when we help other people. And so I've been able to have a paycheck in 1 month of over $13,000, like with my clothes on. So I love, love, love being able to help women. And that's just one of the perks. Automobiles, A is automobile. Could you imagine never having a car payment again? Every 2 years, you get a new car, and they pay tax, title, tags, and a portion of the insurance. So it's been such a blessing for my family, but I help other families save that kind of income because you need safety, but why spend all that extra money? R is for recognition. Isn't it nice to be recognized for a job well done? I always felt like I did such a great job in the military. I was single. I didn't have a family. I was the first one in, the last one to leave, but it didn't really matter. I didn't get promoted faster than other people. And sometimes they take advantage of that, right? Like, here's more to do. Here's more to do. So I loved in Mary Kay the recognition. I've earned diamonds, I've earned trips. I mean, it's just been so much fun. And it's just for like, you blow your nose and people applaud. Like, woo, you're awesome, girl. So it's really a feeling that you don't think you need it until you get it. And then you realize, I never had it. This feels really good. The why is you're the boss.
Jump on the trampoline. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. The why is you're the boss. And I really loved my job. I never thought anything else, but I think that this day and age, people need a backup plan. In fact, Warren Buffett, who's the, billionaire genius, he always says you should have 4 or 5 levels of income, streams of income. And so for me, I thought, well, yeah, let me see if I can get a tax deduction, and maybe who knows what would happen. Maybe this is something that could grow. And that's exactly what happened, because the key priorities for Kay, Mary Kay wanted God first, family second, career third. And I actually started to find that with my career, they cared more about the mission than they did about my family. And that was when I got a little bit frustrated. And I said, you know what? I think I want to be able to take my business and do something more so that I can get out and quit that job. And within 1 year, I quit my job as a military officer, and I was promoted to captain. And I said, no, thank you. My Mary Kay is providing me more option. And that blew everybody's mind. But I'm so thankful because I've been able to be at home with my children. And the last, second to last is A for advancement. And I've been able to be taking care of them on all the field trips, dinner on the table for my husband, because that's important to him. And yet I've been able to advance thanks to our virtual and thanks to the way that, you know, skincare is what every woman needs. We might cancel a vacation, but we're not going to stop using our mascara or our moisturizer. And so I love our quality of products. Tax deductions are pretty awesome. I think I mentioned. The last one is why for you. For me, it was the best finishing school and self-improvement course you could ever take. And that's really what I love to teach women, because you do learn how to have better people skills, how to have better time management skills. The kind of classes that we teach in Mary Kay are mind-blowing. So this is just a little bit about us. So I'm curious, on your page, we have A, B, or C. A is, wow, it's $30 to sign up. Of course, you can also get a $100 kit, which gives you almost $400 of products that you saw today. A is, I'm in, I wanna do this. A is absolutely. B is, buy me a cup of coffee because I'm sort of curious. And if you're just willing to be curious, you go into the drawing for the Skinvigorate brush that we do every month. And C is, oh gosh, nope, I'd just love to be a customer. Keep me as a customer, no problem. So just always curious if you can circle A, B, or C. Okay, my dear, now I want you to pull up your phone.
Hard one.
Do what?
That's hard.
Well, put B, because I got to practice. I think I mentioned, or maybe I didn't. So we're working on earning our 4th pink Cadillac. And so I've got to do 56 sharing appointments, like how we make our money in Mary Kay. So even if you are absolutely not interested, if you are willing to go into the drawing for this, we just do a little video and a follow-up, but that would be helpful for me. And then you get to go into that. So that's a B, or B is, that'd be good. And then this is like what you get in the kit. So it actually is all the 3D that you were using before. The foundation, you get the satin hands, and then, hey, yeah, they added the satin hands, and then the eye makeup remover. I mean, it's a deal. It's an amazing deal. Okay, so now what I want you to do, remember that my phone number?
Yes.
Okay, so let me go back to my screen share, because I want you to type in, let me see if I can go all the way back to that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here, I want you to type in, I'm going to introduce you to Ida. Shoot, did I spell it right? Hold on, I just want to make sure I spelled it right before I have you. Yes, Skin Ida. Okay, good. You're going to type in Skin Ida, which is all, there. Skin Ida. I know that looks really funny. And then you're going to get a text message which shows our specials. It's actually got a survey too. Let me change this. I want to, the special you're seeing is different. I'm going to put this up here. And tell me when it shows up.
Okay, it just showed up.
Why is this doing that? Now, I need to get your feedback for your $15 gift. Why is this? Yours is the updated picture. I'm trying to figure out why my picture is old. Picture. Come on. No. There it is. I found it. Okay, let's insert that one. Okay, perfect. This should be now what you see.
Yes.
Okay, great. So there's never any obligation, but if you loved it all, I want to show you this kind of thing. And I know you can still see me, so that's perfect. So I want to introduce you to Ida. It's I Deserve It All. And this to me was the best. Okay, so first of all, talk about saving time. Ida is my nickname for my girlfriend, Ida. I deserve it all because she is so easy to go anywhere with, easy to travel with. She's easy to get along because you can see exactly what you get. She's transparent. She's portable. You can take the parts of her you like and leave the parts you don't. But seriously, the bag is amazing. And this is where, based on what you loved, you can get the bag for free. So let me just show you some of the things that we did. And you are going to be able to, you know, give me your feedback on it. But you'll see down below, we have got our Elite Cadillac collection, which is any 10 sets. You get the roll-up bag and special gift included. So let me tell you what the special gift is right now. With the Elite Cadillac, it would be a free hydro eye patches. It's $40. And it's that wonderful eye patch. You can give it as a gift or keep it. But that is the gift for the Elite Cadillac for right now. And then there's the Cadillac, which is any 8 sets. And the bag is free, which is a $35 gift. The Queen is any 6 sets. And the roll-up bag is also, you know what, for the Cadillac, I'm going to throw in, I just realized those are the same. But on the Cadillac, then I would do half off of this one, if you liked it. The Queen would be the free bag. And then the Princess is any 4 sets. And then the roll-up bag is 50% off. So those are just some specials. But let me tell you, this is the one we focused on today, which actually counts as 4 sets. The value is $244, but the set price is only $205. So it's a really great deal compared to what you would see in the malls for sure. Now this one over here, this is $45 as a skincare set. This one also comes in a 1-week supply trial. So that's something you can always ask me about or consider. It's $20 for a 1 week. So I always tell people this is a much better deal because this one will last you 3 to 4 months. Yeah. But I always give that option. Let's see. We talked about the sonic brush. We talked about the microdermabrasion. Of course, you get this one as a bonus gift for the names and numbers. This one is the facial peel. Down here, we didn't go over everything. Satin set you got to try in the past, but this is satin hands, satin lips. So you can go through and figure out any extra sets that you might want based on your desire. So I wanted you to text that number because there's a little survey. And as you fill that out, it's going to come back to me. So when we're done, if you don't mind filling that out, that'll be awesome. And then just to reiterate, so these are the things we're going to set up your second appointment, which is going to be great. And then some people always ask, well, if I have some friends and I tell them about it, here's what I do for you. If you pass me on and anybody starts their business, what we call qualified. So this doesn't just get, I don't get money for people signing up. I earn money when I help them. So when I have somebody referred to me who comes in qualified, then I get to give you a $25 cash bonus or a $50 shopping spree. So you can definitely pass me on and help me build my team here. And last but not least, thank you. Okay, so curious, what impressed you the most? You can say me.
I mean, I've always loved Mary Kay, so just hearing the backstory of it and understanding how the things work and what is involved in it, I think that is more, not more, but just as important as the actual like skin line, like story and knowing, you know, like the consultant stories. And I think that gives the connection and makes the purchase or, you know, the want to purchase like more important, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I'm really happy to hear that because, and thank you, because if I don't hear, like, I just really think that's more powerful hearing it from you. And if we hadn't had this time, I wouldn't grow. And so thank you, because we forget sometimes telling the story is what's making us special.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're so cool. Isn't God?
No, you are too. Thank you
God
so much.
Great. I think it's so fun because let me just tell you, I almost, how did it come up in our conversation when I said Mary Kay? How did that work? Was it because I was going to text you?
Yes, because it came up about knowing that I did like shirts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You mentioned Mary Kay, and then I jumped on it because I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's my skincare.
And seriously, I haven't found somebody to do my things. And so I was like, you know what? This is, God puts people in your life where you're called to bless them, and you just never know if they're able to pass you on or bless you down the road.
Yeah, and yes, I fully believe that. And that's so important to our family values in general. So like that's
I'm so excited just to get to know you more, and I look forward. Hopefully, I can be your Mary Kay girl.
you are going to be my Mary Kay girl. Anybody else?
Oh my gosh! So, did you friend me, or have you? Could you take a moment to friend me on Facebook?
Yeah, let's find you.
I think what would be amazing is I'm gonna start. So I have my personal Facebook, but then I have a business page. I think you probably do too, right?
Yeah,
Are we already friends? Now that I think about it,
it's possible.
is it just Tamara Phillips?
Yeah.
Granite High? No, yeah. Granite Hills High?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I friended you.
Oh, there you are.
I think I have to wait until you're accepted. And then I'm going to have you friend my business, because in my business is where I do my groups for parties.
Okay.
So then I'm going to add you as an admin, and then you start putting all of your friends in the admin group.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. I need you to take a picture of what you did today and send it to me right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to go get my phone for my son because he kidnapped it. Luke, I need my phone. Okay, I gotta use it.
Oh my gosh, I like lost it all.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can have a play date. I don't have any problem with that. I just want to put my calendar together. Yeah, so take a picture with your phone of that picture. Take a picture and then send it to me.
I did like 5 different pages. I just kind of did chicken scratch all over the place. I'm trying to filter through everything. And then I lost it. How does that even happen?
Oh, your piece of paper?
Okay, that's where I started. I'm a doodler, so like
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, let's put it all on one sheet. Now I wrote down the names, but I don't have the numbers. Do you need me to put the numbers?
Oh, yeah. Make sure you do the numbers, because that way I can invite them I text them and invite them to the group. And then that's what gets you the credit for sure.
Okay. What? Can you send me the picture on how this is supposed to look?
Oh, yes.
I know I have the. Oh my goodness, what did I do here?
No worries. This is the picture that we typically do. Is one is all the items that that's just more for you to keep track of things that you're like, oh, I want that, or I need that, or I want to talk about putting that on my wish list, that kind of thing.
Okay.
This is 2. Number 3, we did hydro, so I want to make sure I get you your spa samples. And then this is ABC. That's what's missing. Actually, I need to edit this. And this should be A, B, C. That's how that's supposed to go. Just curious, what did you put down for number 4, A, B, or C? I think you said B, right?
B.
Good. So on your, let me save this. Do you need this still?
No.
I'm going to stop that one. On your survey, there is a little video I made, but tomorrow at 3, we have our peek into pink. Are you, do you have time tomorrow to chime in for our little, what we do, a marketing call every Sunday?
I have football camp and baseball team party tomorrow.
That's a lot.
And we're hosting it. So it's.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's a lot. Is Monday night better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's do like, what time are you done with dinner? Like 7:30?
Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to think. Yeah, we don't have anything. Yeah, 7:30 is perfect.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that's what we'll do. 7:30 on Monday night. Yay. So definitely work on that and send that back to me in a picture.
Okay.
And it also, you can also, in your survey that came up, because you should have a survey were you able to press on that little link that came into your text, and then it should open into a Google form?
Oh.
And it should say, what did you think? It should look just like this.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so down there, you can also put the names and numbers if it's easier for you. Now that one, this here says you get a free mascara, but I upped it. So you can choose, but I said you could have a free, so how I do it is you get a free charcoal mask with 20 names and numbers. You get half off this with 10 friends that are names and numbers. And if you have 5, then you get 25% off this one. But that's not written there, so I apologize.
It's okay.
But bottom line is, I hook you up.
I really appreciate that. I'm so excited about that. I feel like the entire house will use it, and then I'll have to hide it.
You know what? That was one reason I was like, this is ridiculous. My daughter, especially when you have a teenager, she comes in, she gets the powder, and then 2 days later, she's like, I need more mascara, or
My mascara disappears on a regular basis.
I'm telling you, and even if you're buying CoverGirl for $8, that adds up. And ours is the same price, but it's higher quality.
Yeah, and so she does like the face makeup stuff. I don't. I never have.
Yeah.
But then when I look at, I'm like, oh, okay, we need to hide all this.
But you know what? Here's the thing: is when your skincare is really good, you might not even need some of that. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
That more sleep to get rid of those.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm so excited you're with me today. So if you don't mind, do that, after we're done. That way it's sort of off your plate. And then Monday night, is it okay if I just give you a call at 7:30?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. So I might send you, I might send you a text message or something as a reminder. But
that's always really good for me.
Tell your husband too, so he knows.
Mark it on the calendar, even though it says April.
It's Scott was like, "Who is this?" Okay, I'll tell her. All guys are protective, right?
Yes. He goes, "It was a Hawaii air show."
She was an army chick. She was an army chick.
I met her through senior sashes. It's fine.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to meet him.
Oh,
air hugs. Air hugs.
Yes, air hug. This was great. You made my morning.
Well, I'm so excited, and I look forward to talking to you on Monday night.
Sounds good.
Last but not least, if you see some things and on that survey, if you're curious, I have a full store, so I can bring everything tomorrow. I can bring it today. You don't have to wait. If you ever run out, I get it very quickly.
Okay.
And then we can always do, like I said, you can earn it. We can do a payment plan. I have all sorts of ways to make sure we can afford it for people.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
All right. We'll talk to you on Monday night.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye.